Angel Reese last night against the New York Liberty, one of the worst games she's played as a professional, takes that out on the referees. Kamilla Cardoso visibly upset, and all of this falls. This Angel Reese crash out over a loose ball foul call. What are we doing here? We are 2 games in at the feet of Tyler Marsh and those who co-sign the lack of work ethic that we see from some players over there in Chicago.
Against New York's Liberty, Angel Reese went 0 for 7 inside the paint in one of her worst games as a professional, setting a WNBA record for the most misses from close range in nearly 10 years. However, her response, rather than her shooting slump, was the true story. Referees, teammates, and even onlookers witnessed Reese's rage. However, everyone's attention was drawn to her teammate Kamilla Cardoso's obvious annoyance.
Got up, took multiple steps, teammates got in there, proceeded to step forward, more teammates got in between, she proceeded to step forward, and we already have 2 separate games of Angel Reese failing to control her emotions. We saw it against the Indiana Fever. Yes, she got a hard foul. But what was the difference between Angel Reese's reaction to the hard foul and Ryan Howard's reaction to the hard foul?
Offensive rebound and another loose ball foul. They're going to give it to Angel. And this one might be challenged. We'll have to see. And an Angel Reese.
Cardoso refused to make the pass and continued to stare at Ree during the Sparks game. Instead, she left Ree clapping beneath the rim after swinging the ball out and restarting the play. They referred to it as miscommunication. Some refer to it as a purposeful message. Cardoso no longer needs Angel Reese.
She gets a switch, Natasha Cloud, she's posting her up. We can't get an entry pass to Kamilla Cardoso. Now a lot of people are going to say, wait. You see the players on the New York Liberty cheating? The person who should be throwing temper tantrums on the Chicago Sky, that person should be this woman right here. That person should be Kamilla Cardoso. Look at the frustration. She's 6'7". She catches it up top. As soon as she turns to the paint, she recognizes that she's getting double teamed. She swings it, finds the open man, pull up 3, bang or break depending on who's shooting. But that's commonplace.
Is not a single game. According to Chicago Sky insiders, this tension has been rising for weeks. The coach, Tyler Marsh, has come under fire for allegedly encouraging a lackluster work ethic. Ree has already faced criticism for her passionate statements. Again against the Indiana Fever celebrity. Cardoso, the 6'7" Brazilian sensation, is receiving accolades for her poise in the meantime. However, what would happen if teammates began to avoid one another on the court?
Also, I'm upset that I still need to deal with this type of amateurism in the WNBA. The Angel Reese shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot. If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I am upset with how this offense is looking. If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I'm upset that I still can't manage to get an entry pass. This is where Kamilla Cardoso, look, pass it out. Look at Kamilla Cardoso on the bottom of your screen here. Pass it out, kick it out. Let me shoot a midi. How many attempts do we need at the same shot? Over and over and over and over.
This kind of drama doesn't just happen. Since her duel with Caitlin Clark at the NCAA, Ree has garnered media attention. In the previous game, she was the antagonist, making fun of Clark and igniting a national discussion. Media heavyweights like Stephen A. Smith and Dave Portnoy depicted Ree as either a fierce enemy or a repulsive presence. Despite having much less baggage when she joined the WNBA, Cardoso is now a victim of Chicago's collapse. Practice reports indicate that frustration is not just in the courtroom. According to reports, Sky employees are incensed, saying that Reese's attitude and lack of productivity are hurting the team. Meanwhile, Cardoso is quietly becoming known as a stabilizing influence. However, the locker room is divided and players are picking sides behind closed doors. The Chicago Sky have a difficult schedule that includes games against the best teams in the Eastern Conference that they simply must win. The attention will be on Cardoso and Ree. Can their chemistry be worked out before it's too late? Or are we seeing the disintegration of a collaboration that was meant to shape Chicago's future? According to Angel Ree, she was meant to be in the spotlight. Kamilla Cardoso's actions speak for themselves, even though she doesn't say anything. Which one best captures the Chicago Sky's future? And is this the start of something much bigger collapsing? This story is far from finished, so please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Kamilla Cardoso, Tyler Marsh, and Angel Reese. Instead of guiding the Chicago Sky into a new era of dominance, three stars have engaged in a flurry of missed shots, betrayed trust, and contentious press conferences. Tonight, we expose the startling reality of the Chicago Sky's impending collapse and the reason why Angel Reese lost it following Kamilla Cardoso's icy response. Angel Reese set a WNBA record for the worst layups in more than 10 years when she missed all 7 of her close-range attempts in one of the worst games of her early career. It wasn't just a poor shooting night either. Each mistake kept teammates in suspense by slowing the team's progress and revealing a more significant issue. A faith in the Sky locker room. The fans noticed something out of the ordinary. Kamilla Cardoso had several opportunities to feed Reese behind the rim, but she chose not to. Rather than making eye contact, she swung the ball out and moved the attack to a different area. Many saw it as a tactic. It was a message to others. Cardoso no longer believes that Angel Reese exists. Statistics back up the results of the eye test. Chicago's often suffers when Reese is on the court. More turnovers, fewer assists, and more possessions that waste momentum. Cardoso may be hesitant for survival reasons in addition to emotional ones. She's keeping things going by excluding Reese, but at what cost to the team's cohesion? This is where the contradiction lies. One of the most well-known athletes in America off the court is Angel Reese. She's everywhere, from sponsorships to social media. However, her issues worsen on the hardwood. Online, she is receiving criticism from fans who say she spends more time on Instagram than working out. She created a spotlight that magnified every turnover and missed layup. This is where things become dangerous. Frustration is not limited to the courtroom, according to insiders. Employees are exhausted. There is division among coworkers. Some people encourage Reese's self-assurance. Some leaned subtly in the direction of Cardoso's hierarchy. When asked about the increasing hostility, even coach Tyler Marsh responded incoherently. "I didn't know there were any issues." But that story doesn't add up behind the scenes. Since college, Angel Reese has been embroiled in controversy. She became well known as a result of her intense rivalry with Caitlin Clark. Some people adored her, while others detested her. In debates that have gone viral, prominent figures in the media, including Stephen A. Smith, have both supported and criticized her. Cardoso, on the other hand, moved smoothly to the WNBA, but is currently enmeshed in Reese's orbit. This is a pivotal moment in the Chicago Sky season. Will Angel Reese be able to overcome the criticism and achieve the level of fame they require? Or has her fame off the court outgrown her abilities? Is it possible for Cardoso and Reese to mend their damaged trust before it's too late? Or are we seeing a team that was meant to contend for a championship slowly fall apart? According to Angel Reese, she was destined for fame. Kamilla Cardoso lets her deeds speak for her. But there's only one reality left in Chicago. Games are not won by attention. Will this be the start of the end for the Sky? Or will Reese silence her detractors? Since this story is far from over, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. The WNBA community is being ignited by Angel Reese once more, but this time it's from within her own team. Reese had one of her worst games in her early career in what fans now refer to as the Chicago Sky crash. She missed all 7 of her close-range attempts, setting a WNBA record for the most unsuccessful attempts from less than 4 feet in nearly a decade. The conversation between Reese and her teammate Kamilla Cardoso revealed a more significant tale. Despite the startling statistics, cameras captured Cardoso avoiding passes to Reese during the game, stopping at crucial times, and swinging the ball to teammates instead. There was no mistaking her body language. Anger, desperation, and possibly the decisive moment. Many supporters saw it as a clear and unmistakable indication that Cardoso no longer relied on Reese to deliver when it counted. Then rumors began to circulate from the locker room. Frustration with Reese's unpredictable behavior, emotional outbursts, and the widening gap between her success on the court and her reputation as a star off it. Angel Reese has never done this before. Reese has always been at the center of the controversy, Whether it is because of her acrimonious disputes with detractors like Stephen A. Smith or her intense rivalry with Caitlin Clark, which garnered media attention during the NCAA tournament and continued into the professional ranks. She is now one of the most well-known figures in women's basketball thanks to her outspoken demeanor, flamboyant style, and strong social media presence. As a result, she has secured sponsorship agreements and media appearances that many rookies could only imagine.